Welcome back. You're watching Bollywood This Week. We cornered actress Huma Qureshi for an exclusive interview on Zoom. So let's listen in. Hi Huma, welcome to our show once again.
Hi, lovely to always meet you.
Okay, so your next Dedh Ishqiya is with a diva like Madhuri Dixit. And you said somewhere that you knew that you're going to be compared to her, and yet you did this role. Tell us about that.
Well, I've always been a fan. When I saw the first Ishqiya, I loved it, and I didn't even know I wanted to be an actress back then. So when they approached me, and they told me that they wanted me to play this part, I was, of course, very, very thrilled. And once having read the script, I was completely convinced. There was not even an iota of doubt or space for insecurity after I had read the script, because, it's such a complete script in itself, and all the four characters, whether it's me or Begum's character played by Madhuri Dixit, or Arshad's character, or Nasir sir's character, they're all sort of so important to the film, and they all take the story forward. So I guess there was no space to feel any insecurity as an actor. And of course, having then worked with her, she's such a lovely person to work with. She just makes it very easy.
Just to share the screen space, the same floor with her.
Well, yes, if you sort of think about it and constantly, but I think, as an actor, as a co-star, she's very, very sort of warm, and she makes you feel really comfortable. She never for once makes you feel that she's a diva and she needs to sort of, She's very sort of warm, and she'll always engage. She'll come and sit on set. She'll chat up. She'll tell stories and anecdotes. So that sort of really, helped us break the ice. And from day one, I thought we really got along. And which is very good, because most of my scenes are with her or with Arshad. So, if we didn't get along, it would be a disaster. But no, I think full marks or full credit rather goes to her for making it so easy for me.
But the first Ishqiya was very well made, and but it had this very, very sensual tone, very strong sexuality without crossing the line.
Right.
So did you have any reservations when you read this script,
Yes, you're right. It was very sensual, and it sort of, brings out this really smouldering sort of, it had that quality to it. This one has sensuality, but it's not in the same space. It's not a very heavy film. I keep saying that. The first one I loved it. And I thought...
it was a lot of intensity.
It was very intense, it was very passionate, it was very, it had this darker shade to it. This one, on the other hand, is sensual. There are these moments that sort of, are intimate. It is kind of like a little uncomfortable doing intimate scenes, It's not like, oh, okay, whatever, and I'm not comfortable with it. But... with Abhishek, I guess, he was so convinced about the story, and he was so convinced about what was the world that was there, that I think all of us were very comfortable. He was like, "Acha, yahan chad jao, ab ye karo." So all of us were like, "Yahan sir, kya karna hai?"
Huma, you've been a part of some very good movies. You've got great reviews and all of that, but you haven't done those typical, commercial potboilers yet. Has it been a choice or just by chance that you've got these movies?
By chance, I'm your rom-com girl. So, but I'm not really out there looking for it or sort of, worrying about it, because I do get offers to do romantic comedies. I do get offers to do commercial films, but I also feel it has to be the right kind of commercial film. I just don't want to do it for the heck of it. That, I need more eyeballs. I also feel I have a certain kind of audience who enjoys my performances, who write to me, who follow my work.
We also heard that you have Karan Johar is on your wish list.
Of course.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Karan Johar is on everybody's wish list. Tell me one actor who does not have Karan Johar.
You work with Vishal Bharadwaj.
I have not said anything out of the ordinary, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Karan Johar is on the wish list of every actor in the industry right now. So I have not said anything that is out of the blue. I mean, this kind of cinema, of course, it's very different from, say, Vishal Bharadwaj or Anurag Kashyap. It's a different world, and it's a beautiful world. And I've been a fan of his movies, and I love them. So I'd love to work with him.
For a typical Bollywood actress, you're unconventional. Okay, how difficult is it to be that way and still stand tall in an industry like this?
But I don't know. I'm not doing anything, to be unconventional or to stand out. I'm actually quite shy as a person. I don't like standing out in places. It makes me sort of really... if I enter a party also, I just want to melt in and meet the people I know and stand in a corner and look at everyone else. But... So I don't know, I'm not trying to be unconventional, this is just me. And also I guess, what happens, the roles that you do, this sort of build this perception about what kind of person you are. I genuinely feel the kind of person I am, I don't think that's ever been portrayed on screen.
So have your parents taken the stardom, because it's happened really quickly, in the last 1 year or so? What is the reaction really?
Well, of course, it's sort of heady for them also, just it's heady for me, because we have no precedent in the family who's been sort of an actor or a star or whatever. So both me and my brother now in the industry, we're working. So, they just feel, oh, anybody can become an actor. But no, I mean, of course, they see the hard work that we put in. They're very, very proud.
Yeah, but you know, things like, you know, from not being from a filmy background, suddenly waking up and reading things in the papers about you, sometimes flattering, sometimes not. So how do they react to all of that?
I guess when I signed up for this, they knew what to expect. In fact, before I sort of had come to Bombay and moved to Bombay, they told me that, you know, it is not going to be easy right now. In fact, my dad sat me down and told me that, you know, right now you're thinking about the glamour and the money and the movies and the things you're going to do. But there's a flip side to it also, and you have to be prepared for it. There are a lot of sacrifices you have to make. In fact, we had this discussion before I had come here, and I told him that, you know, I know I'm saying this right now, but I'm not saying this just to convince you. I know it's going to be difficult, and there will be bad days. But I guess any job that you do in the world has bad days. I'm sure you also feel, you know, like, oh my God, this is not, you know, why am I even doing this? This is terrible. I don't deserve this or whatever. But I guess, you know, it passes because when you look back and you sit back and like after 1 year, when I look back from my debut till now, so much has happened and I just feel blessed.
Just one actor that Huma is dying to romance on screen.
Dying to romance. They should be dying to romance.
I'm sure they would be.
So you should ask them maybe.
Yeah, but it's your turn now.
No, I can't take names, yeah. If I like, then I can't take names now. You're putting me in a spot.
I would like
to romance all of them.
All of them. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be greedy and I want to romance all of them.
It's superb talking to you, Huma. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you so much. Pleasure's all mine.
Moving on, Time Celeb, the most scientific, definitive and comprehensive ranking system, is back with its November rankings. We bring you all the details. Presenting Time Celeb powered by Zoom. A reality meter in this perception-based industry, based on hard facts and figures which has been collected using more than 200 newspapers and 250 TV channels in India. Box office collection numbers from 10,000 plus cinema halls, social media website, internet search engines and several other information sources, making it the most scientific, definitive and comprehensive ranking system ever. The data generated through these sources will give our stars their T-score every month, which will be a true reflection of their popularity and visibility for that month. So let's bring you Time Celeb's massive data collection and scientific rankings for the month of November 2013. For the first time ever in the history of Time Celeb powered by Zoom, Hrithik Roshan has bagged the #1 position on the list. Well, yes, Krish 3's Out of This World publicity campaign and 179 crores and counting collections made Hrithik's T-score shoot up incredibly. Apart from that, he had 5 active brand endorsements, 7.8 lakh FB fans, 46.8 lakh Twitter followers, the highest in B-Town, almost 2.57 lakh mentions in tweets, and 1,650 print and 135 TV stories. While in the actresses, for the first time, Priyanka Chopra has made it to the top odd in our November rankings. She had 8 active brand endorsements, the second highest amongst all actresses, 72 lakh FB fans, the highest among all actresses, 51.8 lakh Twitter followers, and a whooping 2.56 lakh mentions in tweets. Again, the highest amongst all actresses. Add to that, 1,498 print and 116 TV stories. Well, now let's move on to the massive ups and downs that took place on our countdown. Dedh Ishqiya's promotions and her 1 lakh plus Twitter followers pushed Huma Qureshi from number 43 to 34th rank on our list. Due to Dhoom 3's publicity campaign and his 3.7 lakh Twitter followers made Uday Chopra reach the number 32 spot from the 50th rank. So this is how the brand managers and marketers can measure the power of their star brand ambassador with the help of such definitive information backed by the month-solid comprehensive research, scientific and dynamic data. All of it backed by numbers and not just perception, only through Time Celeb powered by Zoom. Time for a short break on Bollywood this week, but when we come back, Pariniti Chopra gets candid on Zoom. Stay tuned.